friends, it's Nancy. Welcome back to my channel, Wishes and Weeds, where we are working on the September Junk Journal Madness project. I'm the guest host of the September rendition of the Junk Journal Madness project, and my theme is Marie Antoinette. So I think this is the 6th video this month, and I thought maybe I'd give you a partial flip through. So we have a big full page pocket there, postcard, a couple of tags that we made last week popped in there. I need a big tag here. I need to find my gold paper clips. And then this is a tuck spot. I fussy cut that image from a book. And fabric flip. There's a little postcard there. A little paper clip with some goodies. Another postcard. And big tag here. So the next page that we're going to do together, this is from this book that I got at Value Village for $3.49 a couple weeks ago. The 2 pages weren't one folio. I had to attach them together with a strip of torn paper. On the back there was text, so I did some decoupage with a paper napkin. And to make it fit into the journal, I folded these back. And on this side, I'm going to make a pocket and a flip up. So let's work on that together. So what I have here is a piece of tea-dyed paper. And I'm just going to fold that in half. Now, I haven't measured anything. It's all going to depend on the queen herself here. I need a knife, and I never have one. I don't know why. Oh dear. I think I'm going to keep, no, I'm not, I'm going to cut off the frame. So how is everybody? I hope that you are enjoying September. September and October, 2 of my favorite months. And I don't think I'm alone in that. Excuse me. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. So I'm using my pewter ink here just to do a real messy ink job. So here's what it's going to look like. I will glue the photo there. I'm going to make a little tab here. And something roughly there, and then it will lift up. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to create a gusset. I think this is 3.5. This is about 2.5. So I'm going to create a gusset for the pocket part. So this is the fold line right here. So I'm just using my stylus to make a fold. Okay. And then on this side, the front side, I'm going to cut, being careful not to cut too far. Again, there's no measuring here really. So that will go like that, and the gussets will fold back. You're going with the measurements of the image you want to put on your pocket. Okay, so that's going to go like that. Do I want to make it any shorter? I don't think I do. In fact, I might put a layer of lace around, you know, the mitered lace like we did in that earlier video. How wide are you? 2 inches. Now you might have a tab punch. Or you've got your own technique. I will show you how I'm going to make this into a tab. Just trying to decide which way I like it better. Whether it's that way or that way. I think I'm going to go with that direction. And I'm just going to square it up a bit. There's a little bit of a wobble. Okay. So I have my envelope punch here. I'll just turn it sort of sideways there. So where it says, this is the folded side. Where it says bow guide, right here, matching up end with the bow guide. There I have a tab. I'm going to create a gusset at the bottom as well before I go any further. I'll cut the bulk out of the corner. So the pocket's going to be shorter than the front, I think. All right, let me ink up that. Let me look at this one more time. I still think it's the other way. I'm not going to glue this down yet because I feel like there's going to be some trimming of that end, but this is just a scrap of cardboard from the paper collection. You just sit there. Right, now I got to find some lace. So I have a couple that I'm going to choose from. This one. Or that one. Let's do the first one. Maybe not. Let's try one more time. Okay. So I'm going to just draw a line. That will help me get the lace on straight. This, of course, can be eyeballed. Absolutely. It's just Nancy being Nancy. You know how she is. Okay. have enough. Yep, I had enough. I'm going to put this back on. The pin, I mean. Before I make some kind of a mess. So if you didn't see the mitering of the lace on the cover, I'm just laying down two lengths of lace. Not terribly mindful of how it goes down. I mean, I could make a better effort, but stick. Okay, I'm going to cut where those two pieces overlap right to the corner. And then turn it back over and finish cutting it. And then I'll use a little dab of glue to hold those two edges together. One more. just a couple of drips of glue so that those will stick together. That almost looks perfect. With that, it gets no better. Now this one's going to be a little longish, so I'll trim that so it looks a little more natural. My fingers keep pulling them apart. That's better. This one's got a little fuzzy. Let's cut. Oh, it wasn't attached. It was just sticking. I know this seems like a lot of work, but you'll be so pleased by the final product that it's worth the effort. Okay, let that dry for a minute. Okay, I'm going to glue this down. Looks pretty centered, I think. Making sure I get glue on the lace so it doesn't get pulled out or off or Oop. I put this on the wrong side. Shoot. Okay, I can cover that up. I'm not worried about that. And maybe I should cover it up before. I get it stuck to something. I'm sure many of you saw me doing that and thought, Nancy? Oh, Nancy. That's what you get for trying to be smart, girl. Okay. I think I'm just going to round this a little bit. These are just some leftover tea-dyed pieces I've got here in case I need them. And I guess I needed them. All right. So this will go here and it will flip up. I need a little something something there. I'm going to ink this piece first. This is the gusseted pocket. And that might show a bit, so I'm gonna cut that off. Oh, that goes really good there, doesn't it? You know what I have? Is I have this blue roses stuff here. Why not? So the one side, I'm going to trim away the netting as close as I can. Okay. Now I'm going to pluck that lace out and move my roses down a bit. Mush them. And then I get a pin. Okay, that will dry clear. Take some of that excess netting off. Get this a little rounder. Make that end lay down. I could probably put some pearls in there too. I'm not sure how how much they'd actually get noticed, so maybe not. How else would I like to? Well, let's see what it looks like on the page before I decide to do any more decorating. Just pin the trim. Whoops, so sorry. Alrighty. I do like her. I think I'm going to glue her down. I think I'll measure this first because I want to make a tag that'll go in there. I don't want it any wider than 2 1/4 inches. So I want it to be able to slip in and out. Then that will flip up. Some journaling space there. Okay. Now we need a tag. I'm going to grab some tea-dyed paper. If I find one that I really like. I'll go with this. So I said I wanted it 2 1/4. And I'm going to make this a triple tag. So 2 1/4 times 3 is 6 3/4. Feeling pretty confident about that. I'm just going to cut off the top bit so it's a little closer to where it's dyed. Now, how tall of a tag would I like? I'm going to just cut it right above here. So the first one, I've got it right at 2 1/4. I'm just going to move the black lines to the outside of the paper rather than right on the paper. So it's a 1/2 millimeter. Turn it this way. Again, 2 1/4. But just to the outside. Okay, let's see how this goes. 1 foldy. Two foldies. Still too long. I'm going to chop off about, let's try 3/4 of an inch. I'm mentioning all of these measurements and they are completely immaterial. You're just fitting, and if it doesn't fit, cut. Okay. Now, I'm going to make those bottom edges round so that they go in easy. Just using the 1/4 inch side of my chomper. And I sort of want a round top. I don't know if this is... I'm not sure what this is going to look like, so I'm going to try a scrap of paper first. Because this is for 1 1/2, 2, and 2 1/2. Let's see what 2 1/4 looks like when you punch it. I don't think there's anything on here I want. No. That's okay. But I don't want to take off too much of the length of it now. I feel like it'll take a big chunk off if I do. Oh, not really. That's okay. And if I messed up, it's paper. I got more paper. Oh yeah, that looks nice. And I don't mind that it's that low, because then you can see the decorations in the back. I need to ink everything. I'll pause while I ink. Okay, I've got some paper reinforcers that I've tea dyed. I don't have enough for all 6, but I'm going to do the outside. And then I'll make an effort to make some more tea dyed reinforcements soon. I'll have to look to see if I even have any. I'm not sure. Something I look for when I'm at the thrift store, because I do use them from time to time. Okay, now I need to decorate the center tag. What have I got? I'm just looking to see if I have any little die cuts or something. I don't see anything. I have a little image. Might be too big. Yeah, it's just shy of 2 4. Oh, where's my book? How wide are these guys? Two and a quarter. I might be able to cut her down. Two and a half. Wrong era. So she is cut, and I used this little stencil that I have, and it fit exactly on the tag. I haven't glued her down yet. We can do that right now. And I have the tiniest little blue bow that I'm going to glue on the top. Perfect. All right. So we got half that page done. Somewhere. Anybody know where I put my page? Oh, there it is. All right, I gotta make my list. I need gold paper clips, and I need to tea dye some more reinforcements. But let's look what our queen looks like in her bucket. I think she's lovely, and I hope you do too. So thanks for joining me today. If you are enjoying this series, I hope that you'll give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, maybe tap the bell so that you don't miss out on any videos in this series. And yeah, if you're creating this project as well, the Marie Antoinette project, tag me and use the hashtag JJ Madness and tag me at Wishes and Weeds so that I can see what your take on the theme has been. Thanks so much for joining me. Have a great rest of your day. We will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.